Hey everyone, back to you into this morning's video. We've got some pretty cold weather going on across the British Isles just at the moment. It's been cold for a few days. Of course, we had the heavy snow across many parts of the southeast and the Midlands yesterday. That's pushed northwards now, and it's affected northeastern parts of England. We'll have a look at all the detail in a moment. Before I go on, I just want to talk about the advertising. I've got usually be a video ad overlay my weather videos at gazweathervids.com. Please play this video. You'll be supporting gazweathervids.com by doing that. So this is the current situation in terms of the snowfall with the high resolution NAE model. This is the high resolution model from the UK Met Office. All the snow that's in the southeast yesterday has now pushed northwards, and it's lying through northern England, particularly into northeastern parts of England, and going up into central and eastern parts of Scotland. Now, we have got some rain and sleet. We have had some rain and sleet along the eastern coasts of northeastern England and eastern Scotland, but inland it's giving significant and substantial snow, and that's likely to remain for the rest of the day. And so as we've got this evening, it's still snowing up there to the northeast, and going beyond that into midnight tonight when it's still snowing. Again, the suggestion is along the coast it may be rain, but come inland and there'll be more significant and heavy snow up here in the northeast. So this cold weather has been going on now for 2 weeks over. The snowy weather's been going on for quite a few days as well. You will think it can't go on much longer, and indeed the models this morning are really firming up on the change to much milder weather coming up at the end of the week and into the weekend. I've been quite reluctant to talk about the end of the week and the weekend for the last few days, because very often the models can be rather progressive in ending cold weather. Often it goes on longer than the models think it will do when you get a blocking cold block of air establishing. But we've got very good agreement now between all the computer models that weather will be on the change into the weekend. So these are the GFS temperature ensembles. These are for the upper air temperatures, but they're useful for using down on the surface. And we can see that, well, at the moment we are cold. The red line here is the seasonal average, where we should be for the time of year. All of these temperature lines are below the red line, so it is cold. But as we get through to around the 25th of January, we're going to find the temperature starting to move upwards. And once we get through to the end of the month, let's say around the 27th of January, we're actually going above average here. It's going quite mild again for the final few days of the month. And then we keep that quite mild weather probably going into the end of the month. And then we might start to dip away a bit as we go into the start of February. But that's a long way off, and hadn't better take that too seriously. So this is the GFS chart for Saturday the 27th of January, Sunday the 27th of January I should say, this coming weekend. We've got this very deep area of low pressure in the Atlantic. This is really bringing the change to much milder Atlantic driven weather. We've got tightly packed ice bars around this low pressure. It'll be very windy, and we're bringing in weather systems off the Atlantic as well, so turning wet and windy at the weekend if that's right. As we move through the charts, we see that we maintain that Atlantic sort of weather as we go out to the end of the month. This is the 31st of January actually, 10 days away. We're bringing in this westerly wind still across the country. We're still just about on the cool side of the jet, really. The black line here is the jet stream, tracking just to the south of us, but it's moved further north than its position at the moment, and it's generally bringing milder sort of Atlantic winds across the country. The UK Met Office agrees that as we go into the weekend, this is for Saturday, we've got the low pressure developing in the Atlantic, bringing these westerly winds to us. There could be another spell of snow quite widely across the country on Friday as we transition into this sort of Atlantic type weather. But by the time we get through to the weekend, we've got very good agreement. There's that deep area of low pressure in the Atlantic for Sunday. Hard to see the central pressure of that, but it's very, very low, 945 millibars, I think that's shown. But anyway, it's a very deep area of low pressure. It's spreading in strong winds, heavy rain across the country into the weekend, and the main thing is that it's lifting those temperatures up as well. The ECMWF again shows that the high pressure is declining as we go into Saturday, into Sunday. There's that deep area of low pressure, 945 millibars there to the northwest of Scotland. Again, we're bringing wet and windy weather across the country, and then we're bringing in this westerly wind. As we go beyond that, we maintain a westerly ascent into the end of the month. This is the 31st of January. Again, we've got this westerly flow still coming in across the country. It will certainly be a lot milder than it is at the moment. Finally, the Canadian model, again, the high pressure is declining on Saturday, but it could still be cold on Saturday. But by the time we get through to Sunday, well, this actually shows the low pressure struggling more to get in across the country, but we're still bringing in a southerly wind. There could actually be ice rain with this if this was right, but in any case we do end up more or less where the other models are by the time we get through to Monday the 28th. We've got an Atlantic flow establishing there, and it's maintained then through to the end of the month. We keep that westerly flow going, albeit a little bit cooler than the other models. So we've got good agreement that the cold weather and the snow is on the way out. If you're fed up with the cold weather and the snow, it looks like it's coming to an end. It looks like it's going to be over the weekend, really, that we transition into that milder Atlantic driven type weather. So a few more days of cold weather to come. There's going to be more snow around, a lot more snow to come down in the northeast. Could be more heavy snow across Wales and the southwest tomorrow. I'll probably do a video about that this evening if that's still showing up. Could be some very substantial snow across Wales tomorrow. So there will be more cold weather and snow to come over the next few days, but the end looks like it's in sight. It looks like from Friday, Saturday onwards, we're going back to more Atlantic type weather. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.